Excellent. Cool. Hello. All right. So we're going to make a Flutter app, but I've never really used Flutter before. So let's get started. Mobile. Yeah, we're fine for hardware. SOP, operating system, PowerShell, Git, yeah. Android Studio. Do we have Android Studio? Android Studio we don't have. All right. Well, I hope this isn't just a stream of me downloading stuff, because that would not be that exciting. Let me download, please. Where are the buttons? Download the latest version. Download Android Hedgehog. I miss the fun names. I guess Hedgehog's kind of cute. Absolutely, I'll sign in. Heck yeah. We're now... No, I'm not going to make a profile. Okay, we're downloading. We got Visual Studio Code. There is an extension. That's exciting. I probably should have opened this a new tab. And we'll install that. Open. We can kind of close all this stuff here. Install. Cool. Let's make a new folder somewhere. What I like to do is just go like open or add folder to workspace, and then I just within here, this is Python, but let's go Flutter. And we're going to make a app for an unofficial app for Blood on the Clock Tower. Blood on the Clock Tower. Unofficial because I don't think I'm allowed to use Blood on the Clock Tower stuff, so I'm only going to have it. Don't worry. Pandemonium Institute, don't worry. Unless you want it, in which case you can have it, or I'll release it, or whatever. Anyways, let's close everything else, because, yep, that's a thing I would post on my video. We're downloading there. That's a lovely noise, I'm sure, to hear. So, all right, we're still downloading. That's no problem. Okay, so we have this. We need the Flutter SDK, command palette type Flutter project. Oh, okay, great. Let's go ahead and close a couple things. We're going to mute that because that's my mumble. We might play a game later or something like that if I have some friends jump online. I'm going to get rid of Pokemon because we don't need that either. Cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and we have Flutter installed now. So we're going to do new project, I think is what it was saying. And it couldn't find the SDK. Excellent. Where to put the SDK, I guess, is where... What? Clone. I don't know why it says clone. I don't know why we're cloning something, but sure, we'll go with that. Flutter, whatever, we'll see. VS Code prompts you to look at the Flutter SDK. If you have the Flutter SDK, click it. If you do not have the download the SDK. Flutter install page. Didn't just downloaded it, but okay. I'm prompted which Flutter template. Ignore it. Press escape, and you can create a test project after checking your development setup. Cool. All right, sweet. When the select folder for the thing pops up, choose where you want to install Flutter. Don't want to install it there, really. cdev. Don't install Flutter to a directory or path that meets one of the following conditions. Elevated privileges. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll re-download it. Stop. Cancel. Get rid of this. Out of here. Oh no. It's locked. I really buggered something up already, didn't I? Oh, good. I know, right? What's up, Drac? I'm just trying to I'm trying to mess around with Flutter. And it's working out so great. I already have an empty directory. And that's... Oh, never mind. It's not empty. It's got a lot of stuff. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to move this, but I'm worried that that's going to mess up my path. Let me just see. If I do Flutter again. Okay, great. Download SDK. We're going to put this in. It just said to put it in CDev. I don't have a CDev, but let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to C. Let's make a dev. And let's go here. All right. So we'll do that. We'll see if we can get rid of this one. Maybe it will work. Probably will not. Yes. Oh. My screen just went black because I had to have the Windows thing. Sure. All right. So far, this stream has just been me downloading things. Pretty exciting. But hey, whatever. Another black screen because I did not have Android Studio installed. So, yeah. Let's do all of this. Got tons of space. So that'll be fine. I really hope it doesn't say I have to restart my computer, because that might be a bit of a pain. But that's okay. All right. How's our SDK going? It's doing something. Would love for it to show some kind of progress bar or something, but oh well. Why do I need Android Studio? It did say Android Studio, but am I just downloading it just cause, or maybe for like, sorry. Probably stupid question. I probably need it to actually run something like an Android instance locally. Clone Flutter. Output panel. Just gonna assume that it adds to the path already, because that's probably a safe assumption. Configure it. Android development. I really wish I could just... Drac, have you used Flutter before? I think you said you were playing with it for your Razor stuff, right? Flutter Doctor. First time using Android. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you had... oh, Flat. Okay, cool. Flat was just a... build apps in Python. This is web app only stuff, right? I think. Oh, you can do it on any device. That's interesting. Oh, deploy it as a web app and viewed in a browser, so it's available on any device. I guess you could do it as like a PWA or something. Yeah, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I figured oh, it's powered by Flutter. Huh. Yeah, that's maybe... Well, I'm going to try Flutter to start out. I want to try and initially make something with Flutter just to kind of see how it looks. I think the Dart part of it might be a bit of a pain, but we'll kind of see how that goes. And then one of the yeah. There's this little weird like there's like a chat area, but then there's like an emoji thing right below it, and it's oh there we go. I can make it bigger. I haven't streamed very much clearly. Yeah. I so basically what I want to try and make is an app for I don't know if you've ever heard of this game called Blood on the Clock Tower. It's like a social deception game, like Werewolf or something like that. But anyways, it's a really fun game if you like that type of stuff. And getting together with a group of friends in like a month's time. And I figured I'm gonna run the thing. It's kind of like when you run it, it's almost like you're like a dungeon master for like dungeon D&D or something like that. But I will not be. I'll be doing the equivalent for this game. But it's a lot of fun. But I kind of wanted to just not have to bring too much stuff with me if I could manage it. So I figured like maybe I can just make a simple app where it can kind of manage a bunch of stuff for me. So I made something like that for like D&D a long time ago, using, what was it called? Like the Chromium local stuff. Oh, no, I didn't. That's actually a good question. I can do that. Wow, you're better. You're better at this stuff than I am. Alrighty. Good call. Did you get like a notification or something that I was live? Because I was pleasantly surprised to see that you showed up quite quickly. Got it. That's fair. I'm slightly envious of that. I feel like I would just be making things all of the time. Or probably more realistically, I would be doing very little and playing lots of video games. Adam, I don't really need. Isn't Adam the IDE? Oh, it's the SDK arm. Okay, sure. Accept all the things. Wow, this is like gonna just be a downloading stream. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the bitrate of the stream, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, that's nice that YouTube told you because I was not sure. But cool. All right, so we're just going to download Android Studio. Well, we have Android Studio downloaded. We have to install a bunch of stuff. I kind of just thought about doing this when I got home because I was excited about the Blood on the Clock Tower stuff. I was watching a couple YouTube videos on it. So had I known that I was going to maybe do this on on Valentine's Day, I probably would have maybe planned a little bit better. But oh well. We'll just kind of play around with whatever we can. Is it morning there, Drac? It's like 18 hours or something, right? Australia time. Melbourne. Okay, yeah. 18, was it 18 hours? Yeah, 18, something like that. 12 is 6:53 plus another 4, 16 hours. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like it's such a good. It's just such a good. Like if you play like D&D or any kind of video game or something like that. Nice. If you play any kind of like game where it's something that you either know a little bit about or you kind of want to make it more handy, to make like solve one of your own problems, that's like the perfect project for somebody who's just starting out coding, right? Um, I did the same thing where it was, but I did it from like the dungeon master's perspective, where you basically could have like all of the characters and all of the opponents or like the enemies, and then it would have all of their like uh, armor. What's it called? AC armor score or whatever it's called. I'm clearly not very good at D&D. Um, and then it would like roll things for you and whatnot. So it just kind of it's like a very simple like roll 20 if you've ever heard of that, which is like a good D&D site for managing stuff. But yeah, I wonder if that's on my GitHub actually. Let's see. There's my face. Type languages. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on here. API templates, calling card. Oh, there. Guild. No, that wasn't it. Guildmate was another thing I was gonna maybe make. Calculator, Twitch downloader. I don't see it. D&D? Nah. Probably never actually put it up. Oh, okay. That's why I can only see public things, because I'm not signed in on this account. But cool. Maybe it's if I do have it, it's probably a non-public repo. But whatever. Gitia? What is that? On my man, this little on your NAS. Provides clean and intuitive interfaces that make it easy for teams to collaborate and manage code projects. Oh, interesting. It's just like a local version of Git, basically? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty neat. I have most of my stuff on GitHub just so that it's like easier to share for people. Use like Git bucket and stuff like that, and I think one more before, but Git's just like so. GitHub is just so like ingrained, and I feel like the culture of writing code for so many people nowadays. It's like on people's resumes and stuff like that, you know. Yes, please do that for me. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, I'm personally like, oh, sorry, something popped up and I had to click yes for, I guess for creating my Flutter app. I guess it depends. Like in terms of like ownership of stuff, like I definitely agree that I'd rather have stuff be very private, so that nobody else has access to things. But I don't know if I were to make like a project that I really want to be like more private, I guess, you know, like, or storing data that's, you know, specific to like a company I was going to make or something like that, then I'd probably store it on like my own servers. But for just like little projects I make here and there, just like the infrastructure that already exists for GitHub or whatever is just like so convenient. I guess it's the convenience. The convenience factor just makes it way nicer for me. But yeah, I mean, I hear you. To each their own for making whatever or putting things wherever they want. Um, uh, select the folder. This one. BOTC app. Okay, app. Sure. What? I clearly know what I'm doing. What the heck is this? Code. What did it ask me to do? Classes? I feel like that's not the right thing. Classes. .code workspace. Oh, maybe it is the right thing. Wait. What? Okay, we don't need these. We'll just have this directory. BOTC app. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, and of course I have to update something else. I'm just not going to do that. All right, we have our main app here. Let's see if there's like some Flutter emulator. I do have an emulator. Pixel 3a. I feel like that's pretty old. Okay, we finally have this ready. What did this tell me to do? Enable VM acceleration on your development computer. What the hell is that? Is that a thing you can do? Acceleration. No, it doesn't seem... Let's see. What does this say? I probably don't need to do this, to be honest. If I were to make like some really intense... Yeah, I'm not going to do this. If I were to make some really crazy high graphics game or something, then like maybe I'd do that. But like, I feel like it's not worth it. I would like the settings button. Oh, is that what we wanted? Virtual device manager. That sounds right. And we want open device manager, click virtual, create device. Create device. Excellent. Yep, that sounds good. Oof, okay. Gotta download more stuff. What even are we on? What Android version is new? System image must be selected to continue. Upside down cake? Android let's just look it up. Newest Android version. Android 14. Oh, okay, cool. So upside down cake is the one I want, I guess. Let's do that. I will... Oh, man, I really should have downloaded a lot of stuff beforehand, but oh well. I think like most of... It's kind of like ironic doing all of this downloading for Android because I have an iPad. So I will be putting all of this app onto an iPad rather than on an Android device. But, you know, whatever. It's a huge pain in the butt / I guess impossible to kind of develop for iOS from a Windows machine. And while I do have a Mac, I'm didn't really plan to stream from it. So we're just going to do it this way. Okay, that's going to take forever. We basically did all this. Scroll down to emulator performance. Okay, so that'll work there. If we do run this, launch the emulator, let's see what happens. Yep. Vanguard anti-cheat is known to have compatibility issues. All right. Vanguard. Is that this thing? Yep. All right. Get it out of here. I don't really play that anyways. All right. Let's see. Okay. 3A. Oh. What was the, I don't know what version this is. The heck is this background too? Serial board. Okay. Stupid Siri. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Oops, my bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now I've run this. Can I, sorry, Flutter, select device? This one? I want to run this. Launch. Do it. Oh, there's issues. Emulators, standard error, running multiple emulators with the same AVD is an experimental feature. Okay, maybe it's because I'm downloading a new one or something. I'm probably messing that up, and I think I need to run the doctor thing anyways. Terminal, Flutter, doctor. Status unknown, Flutter doctor, run, path to SDK manager, command line tools latest. I think that will be installed when this is done. Oh, this is done. Excellent. Sure. Just do 14. Show advanced settings. Quick boot. Okay. Cool. Oh, the 3A is already on 34. What? How is that possible? I didn't have 34 downloaded. It's very confusing. STK manager. Let's see what we have here. We need command line tools. Is there a search here? Android command line tools. SDK manager, SDK tools. Okay. I think this is what I want. Flutter Doctor Android licenses. I think I need this. Okay. My download speeds are pretty terrible, but what can you do? I guess get better internet, but whatever. All right. We now have that, I guess. Let's see if we run this again. It's doing something. It's less angry, I think. Develop on Android. Some Android licenses not accepted. To resolve this, Flutter Doctor Android licenses. Let's do that. Actually, did that copy? Did. Of course I accept. I'm reading them very thoroughly. I think I have like 150 megabits per second, I guess. Or that's like what I'm supposed to have. I feel like the odds of actually getting that are pretty slim. Yeah. I did ironically have a person come to my door today and ask if I wanted to have better internet. And I said no. But they are for a company that didn't exactly have much success previously. So here I did use them before, and yeah, it was pretty bad. It like cut out maybe at least every day. It cut out for like maybe 15-20 seconds every hour or so, which if you're trying to play an online game in real time, that's extremely annoying. So nevertheless, we're not with them anymore. But I think they put in fiber because they said we can get 1.5 gigabits. But, well, we'll see. Okay. This is booted. What the heck is... Okay. Why does it keep doing that? Why is this bumping? No, we're not going to do that. Okay, let's just look this up. Run Flutter app on Android emulator VS Code. Is this what I want? Run Flutter in emulator. Is that a button? Start debugging. This seems promising. Couldn't start client Java language server. I have fiber to the curb, and they have now started asking me if I want to upgrade to fiber to the house. Oh, okay. So you're just limited by the connection from the curb to the house now. I mean, I get it. Like, I feel like you always want a faster speed, right? Like it's like, obviously would I like my internet to be 15 times faster than it currently is? Of course I would. But at the same time, like, I feel like there's a point of diminishing returns where, like, you know, I can download something 15 times faster. Like how often I download, I mean, maybe today's not a great example of that because I've now downloaded like probably the 10 gigs of stuff during this stream alone, but I usually don't download that much stuff that often. So I feel like it wouldn't really affect me that much. That being said, if it's the same amount of money, then like, I guess why not? But I don't know. Just kind of spitballing. Wow. This is something. I do kind of like, preparing to install. Oh my goodness, it's doing stuff. Heck yeah. I was going to say, I do like that they have this like fake comment thing. Although it does kind of drive me crazy that it is fake because I want to kind of delete it, but it's kind of nice, I guess, that it shows you where stuff ends. I guess that's just part of the Flutter extension. I really don't know much about Dart either, though. It kind of looks like a... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel like there's really not a lot of oceanic servers for a lot of things, or if there are, they're not that populated. I play League of Legends, unfortunately, with my friends, and when I lived in Melbourne for a little while, and I obviously couldn't play with them very well. It was like a 150 millisecond latency or something like that, which is okay. It's not like dial up or something like that, but it's not great. So I just used an Oceanic account when I was there. Where in Melbourne? Good question. Honestly, I don't even know if I could. Okay, excellent. This works. Dev tools. Open. Sure. Why not? Oh, cool. Widget inspector page. Whoa. Okay, this is pretty neat. So you can literally. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's really neat. Is this useful for me right now? No. But it seems kind of like it could be useful. So that's neat. How do I stop this? Oh, stop. Okay. Let's just make that small. Yeah, where in Melbourne? Let's see if I could find it. I was in I apologize. I'm just going to search Melbourne because I apologize that I have to search for it. There it is. Of course. I lived. Where's the Victoria Market? Victoria Market. Okay. I lived. Wait, is that the Victoria Market that I'm thinking of? Yeah. Yeah, I lived right, I think down here. Sorry, let me expand this. Oh my God, what did that just do? That was not what I wanted to have happen. How do I go back? Yes, I do work at Google. I think I lived right down here, but this seems too far. I lived in this like really tall building. I know there was like the tram line off of here. North of Melbourne Central. Okay. I swear that I could walk to this though. And I remember being able to see like here, like boats and stuff. So I honestly thought I was down further here. Hold on. Let me drop a little person here and see if is this a big building? No. Hungry Jack's. Gotta go back to Australia. It's a great place. Okay, let's keep going down here. I think it was like here-ish, maybe. But I have said that a couple times. Maybe it wasn't. Where's the tram? Oh, wait, is this the tram? Because there's like the tram that goes through or like around the inner city, right? I feel like I was on the corner of one of those. But I don't know. I don't remember where that is. Flagstaff rings some bells. I think we maybe walked in. Oh, wait. Is my like. Which way's north? Is this. Did I get turned around? No. Okay. Victoria Market. Oh, maybe it was. No. I don't know. I went to Victoria Market a fair bit. And it was somewhere. Wait, Melbourne Central. Is this the train station? Latrobe. Flagstaff Gardens. Oh, maybe it was like. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to ask my wife because we were there for a little while. We were on the oh, hold on. Maybe I can figure it out this way. I know you probably don't care at this point, but I'm just also curious to see if I can figure this out because it's kind of interesting into my past. Where did this go? Victoria Market. Queen Victoria Market. Yeah. Franklin Street. All I'm going to do is just look here and then see if I can see a really big building off in the distance. Wasn't those. Was it this? Chef David. It might have been like over there. Is that south? Or that one? I remember that we were on like the 23rd story and it was it was terrifying. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, like there was I don't know if it turned but I know there was a stop like right outside of our building, which was one of the reasons we got that apartment. But we were on like the 23rd floor, and that was the highest I've ever lived in terms of like stories, and it was kind of terrifying. And the best part was we had a balcony, but the balcony was, which first off, we never really went on. It was like a tiny studio apartment, and we just were like, nope, it's too high. But the floor of the balcony was just a steel grate. So you could just like look down 23 stories. So if you were like standing there, you're just standing on like, I mean, like granted sturdy steel, but it was just like, you know, a mesh steel thing, and it was not great. Yeah, anyways, that was a whole thing. Okay, let's get back into Flutter. Let's make our first app. Write your first app. This sounds great. Code lab. Am I going to do this really? Probably not. Create project, add a button. You can probably figure buttons out. Scaffolding. I guess this is where I could just like ask some LLM stuff. Huh. Material. To import everything, we have the material Dart, material app. I don't really want it to be material, to be honest. I feel like material is a little sometimes, but body, what are the other options here? Keys. Let's go and look at like a simple calculator app in Flutter. Sure. Geeks for Geeks. Wow. Geeks for Geeks. Holy, what is going on? There are too many ads. All right. Run my app. Stateless widget. Math expressions. Don't know what that's all about. Let's just copy this until we can make one of the things we want to make. And in buttons Dart, I assume is a whole other file. So let's not do that. Stateless widget is just a, what is this? Holy crap, there's a lot of documentation on this. A widget that does not require a mutable state. Wow, what a surprise. Part of the user interface by a constellation of other widgets. Wow. That's very fanciful. All right. I'm not going to just read all of that documentation. I'm going to copy stuff because that's going to be way easier. Homepage. Okay. This is reminding me of React a little bit, where like you can homepage state. What is this? Okay, this is kind of neat. Okay, so we're basically like creating yeah, just copy people's code and then you just change some stuff so that it's your code. That's perfect. Okay, homepage. So when we create a homepage, we create a stateful widget, and when we do that, there's, I guess, some create state, Flutter create state is create a mutable state for this widget at a given location in the tree. Sure. All right, let's go ahead and do what they're doing just to start out. Yep. That's what? Oh, right. My app. Okay. And then we're going to do this homepage state. So I assume, okay, yeah. So there's a build thing within homepage state that allows us to actually specify like what it's doing. Because I was gonna say like if we're just returning a state on create state, I don't know why. Like why don't we just return like this is a stateful widget and then this is a state. But I guess it's a state for homepage is what this is saying, and then it allows you to define other things. I don't know why we don't just put everything in stateful widget. That's a little weird, but oh well. All right, let's. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to copy in. So let's maybe just copy. I don't really want to copy at all. You know what? Whatever. We're just gonna copy it all. Just to start, I guess I need all of this. And then we'll just kind of play around and delete a bunch of stuff as we probably don't need most of this. What did I copy to? Did I mess that up? Yep. Excellent. Okay, so let's see here. So we create our state. This will initialize this homepage state class. I know this isn't Python, but maybe you see, maybe you can see why classes can be handy. Although this is maybe not a great use case because I'm just copying code. Okay, then we have our build method with our context. I'm assuming build context, a handle to the location of a widget in the widget tree. Keep talking about this widget tree. Returning a widget. I guess there's just a bunch of different types of widgets. My guess is like this is really similar to like any kind of other UI framework where you have like a tree of objects and they have their own types of their own types. Usually widget is a pretty common name, so that makes sense to me. All right, I'm always going to try and delete these comments, but oh well. Unnecessary new keyword. Yeah, cool. Let's get rid of all the news. And now this is using const with the constructor to improve performance. Great. If that's the case, just do it for me. Although I guess I could try and change it later, but probably not. Okay, so, my button does not exist because we need a new class called myButton. All right, you know what? Screw it. Let's just copy everything and then we'll see what we can do. What was this file called? Up here, buttons.dart. Sure. Buttons.dart. Thank you to Geeks for Geeks. Heck yeah. If you want to follow along, go ahead and check it out. Okay. Here we go. So this button stuff, button text can't have a value of null. All right. It seems like that's unhappy. Don't really understand how that works exactly, but we'll see. So we're importing this, and we also had this math expressions stuff. Like in main Dart, the entry point in the main Dart file, firstly material design package. Where does this exist? Ow, I hit my hand. We're using math expressions. Oh, it's just a package. Oh, that's, I didn't, okay, of course everything has packages. And that is, of course, located in here. Dependencies, Flutter, SDK, Flutter. So if I wanted to do that, I would do math expressions 2.0.0. Okay, cool. Now everything is happy. And And now my beautiful, fully self-constructed code will work. The constructor being called isn't a const constructor. All right, whatever. All right, I think this, except for this button text part, I think this might work. So let's give this a run, see what it's doing. Run. Good. Yeah, this button text. What's wrong with the button text? Can't have a value of null because of its type, but the implicit default value is null. So these just don't have variable. Like, can I just do like it equals null and make it not final? If I do that, this class or a class that this class inherits from is marked as immutable, but one or more of its instance fields aren't final. Okay, now it needs to be final. But like, okay, I think I understand how this works. So my button is this is a constructor for these, and this is like this. And can you define a default maybe? Okay, you can define a default, and that was the issue. So let's go ahead and run this again. Okay, yeah. So that seems like a pretty like a common thing in like so many languages now. I wish it was more common in other languages like Java and stuff. Maybe they do it in Java now, but not the Java I've used. Wow, look at this. Wow, this actually looks like pretty good. 1 plus 1 equals. Is this it? This seems like pretty like, I mean, I know it's just a calculator, but it still seems like pretty functional. Oh, invalid. What did I do? Button tapped, delete button. Oh, this is a not very clean way of doing this, I feel like, but okay, so we broke it because we pressed delete because there was nothing to delete, which is a pretty simple thing to fix, I think, but okay, cool. All right, well, we know how at least this has been laid out, so that's pretty cool. Interesting. So how should I do this? I guess one thing I want to know is how do you like push to another page? So say we had a button that like pushed to a new page. Flutter push to new screen. Sure. Routes. First route, second route. All right, let's just comment out our existing code here. And we will, and we will go ahead and run this. And see what happens. Wait, are they updating this? On pressed. Oh, yeah, they are. Why can't... Just give me the whole thing, man. Oh, there we go. Excellent. All right. So in this case, we have our first route where we create an app bar with our first route. We have a navigator, which is just a type, I guess. It's just a type of button. Oh no, it's when something is pressed. So we have an elevated button, and when something is pressed, then it causes it to go to this material page route, which then spawns a new instance of this. And then we have a navigator pop to go back. But I'm assuming if we're popping and then we're redoing this, then it's recreating this instance of second route. So I'm going to try something here just to kind of mess around with it in a second. But let's run this first to see what this looks like. I think it's going to be basically an empty page with the button in the middle. I know that's what it's going to be. And then, yep. And then you click it and then it brings you to another page and then you can go back or press go back. It's nice that there is the little arrow there actually. I wonder, it's still a stateless widget. Scaffold is the same. App bar. Okay. I wonder if you don't include the app bar, is that thing still there? Oops. And does this reload itself dynamically? I don't think so. That would be cool though. Wait, hot reloading? It does. Excellent. You can do hot reloading. Okay, it's just a button. Okay, cool. So that's kind of neat. That like that button is no longer there. So that's probably what I would want if I'm going to make some kind of app that like can manage games. But we'll see. All right, sweet. Okay, so one thing I wanted to try was what if we go ahead and like super.key. What is this? I want to see if you can make like a second route. Final version equals, or like page equals second route const second route. What's wrong here? Oh, all right. Now, if I do this and I do that, is it just loading the same page? Now, how the heck can I know that? So what I'm thinking is that if I also put in a child, hold on, how did I put in multiple children? Child, column, children. All right, column, children. Wow, that's like a lot of work to make a single. That's kind of, I don't know. That seems excessive to make a single, like to add two things to something. But we'll see. So we're going to do this. We're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to put in our button, elevated button. From there, boop. Cool. Like that. Then we have our child of the button. And then we're going to have text, style. I don't want text. Is there like an input? Input box field. Text box. That seems like a thing. Okay, hold on. Let me just Flutter text box. we'll just do this. Text field, of course, is what it's called, and it is. What is a text form field? Closing form, interactive, search term, custom form field. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I get it. I know that like having a column is cool and stuff, but like coming from like a lot of my UI stuff that I've done in the past has been, well, not XML or anything like that. It's like CSS and stuff. And I feel like the freedom of that is like, so you can do whatever. And this seems very restrictive. I understand that like, it's really good at making forms, but like it's kind of, it's kind of not that exciting otherwise. Text field. Anyways, whatever we're testing, what we're planning on testing here is like not really that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and just try this. And we'll get rid of that. Are we good? We good? Nope. Text field. Text field. Container. What is that? What's wrong? Const. Wow, it's like just add it for me, please. Is it good? You need to do it for a string too? I feel like something's wrong. Does the last value... Hold on, let me go back and look at this. Search term. Yeah, no, that's fine. Child text field. Text field. Decoration. Text field. This one on the container. All right, you know, let's just see if we run it, what happens. Run it. Open route. So this is what I wanted to test. If we open this and we have our beautiful UI and we type like Jake is cool, right? And then we're good with that. And then we go back. If I open it again, what I'm hoping is that it will still say Jake is cool because it should still be referencing the same instance of that page, but it doesn't, which is a little confusing to me. Why doesn't it? What is context? Build context. So I wonder if it's like recreating this whole thing. Why doesn't it have the value? Go back. It's recreating. It must be recreating this. But that doesn't make any sense that like go back would do that, you know? Let's go at bar. Like this. Second. And let's hot reload this. First route. Boom. Test. Wow. Test. What the heck? Back. Open. Why? Where does it go? Interesting. So we have our app bar first route, widget details tree. Interesting. Okay. Then we click open route. Now we're here. But we don't have the first route. Wait, what? Why isn't this showing anything? Oh, there we go. Now we have the second route, but it's all from material app. So it has like a... Okay. Got it. So if I then do go back and refresh this, there's only a first route. Huh. What if I define a one out here? Maybe. Const. What if I do this? This seems like it could do something. Maybe this will actually use it. I feel like that's maybe the case. But we'll see. All right. So here we have my first route. We open the route. We're still referencing this. This is still like how it was before. But if we do test, right, we're happy with that. And then we go back and we refresh this. I feel like it's not persisting. Why? Why does it not persist? I guess maybe the idea is that you can set these values to a model in the root and then pass it down to the constructor of it so that like you have a root object that's storing all this stuff. And then at some point okay. I think that makes sense. So I think the idea is you have a root object that I guess either has a model or some kind of state management area or thing object. And then you use that state management to then get updated when the user does stuff. And then that's kind of like passed down into objects when you create them. I think that makes sense. But I don't know for sure. But I think that makes sense. I don't know. We'll see. All right, cool. Well, we've been streaming for a little over an hour now. This is the first stream. So I think we're going to maybe call it here, though. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll kind of, I think we'll maybe do this a little bit more often. This was kind of fun. So, if you do want to stop by, we'll be right here on YouTube. I think I might also stream to Twitch, twitch.tv/JK. But yeah, I mean, thanks for stopping by, and have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you, Drac. Have a good start of your day. It is 7:46 here, so just gonna kind of go chillax, I think, a bit, and then I don't know, play some games or something. We'll see. But cool. Have a good one. Cheers.